Hello, and welcome back to the Mind and Money podcast. I'm Sherry, a financial coach.
And I'm Val, a financial planner. And today our topic is around something that Sherry just did. So it's a perfect time to share. We are going to send this out in October, November, somewhere in
What
there.
we discussed 3 minutes ago.
That's perfect, though. That's great. We're going to send this episode out. And the episode is about, yes, having your goals, but checking in on them. So give us your goal that you have recently checked in on.
Full transparency, I am pretty trash at setting goals. I have one goal for 2025 for my business, and that was an income goal. And I'm also, again, full disclosure, have been trash throughout the year at checking in on it. So I checked in on it in September-ish. I don't know, time is weird. And saw that I was very close to it with the income that the clients that have committed to working with me would generate. Like close, but there was a gap, and it was an achievable gap to make up before the end of the year. And that helped me go like, my brain went into how can I make up that gap? But then that also, and I believe in like the woo-woo universe stuff, that also then had the universe on my side being like, she's got this goal. It's clear. It's focused. Let's help her out. And now I am much closer to that goal.
It's a bit of like, if you believe it and are putting effort into it, the universe sees that and is like, okay, cool. If you care, I'll care. So this is cool because in 2025, I made a little journal and it had goals of things that I wanted to do. It's got the books that I've read, and it's like a true paper journal. But what I've been doing is keeping track of different things in there. Some have just been memories and some have been books that I've read. And it's so different to say, I have this goal and then put it on the shelf and let it collect dust. And then to actually track it and pay attention to it, or just check in with it 9 months later and be like, hey, where am I at with that? Brings crazy awareness.
But I feel it would have been much more powerful if I had been advised by the advice that I give to clients and I talk to other business owners about, and that is setting different levels of your goal. And we have a previous goal episode, but I think we'll probably do another one for early 2026 on like having different levels of goals, because one of the things that our ADHD brains love to do is we love to push to a goal that motivates us. But then if I had looked at that goal in September and been like, I got that on lock, I'm going to exceed that goal by $10,000, I would have taken my foot off the gas. I would have been less focused. I probably would have put the vibe out to the universe as like, nah, I'm good, don't bother. Setting different levels of goals. So if I had, this is the goal that I want to achieve, like this is my, not minimum, but this is the lowest goal. And if I had other goals above that, if I saw that goal, be like, oh no, I'm on track, I'm good, I could have had that motivation to push through to the other levels of goals.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying instead of having just target, having like a good, better, best.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. The income goal that you felt when you set it at the beginning of the year, did you feel it was good, better, or best?
Ooh, good question. I thought you were going to ask me what information I used to set it, and I would have said none.
Good. That's how I do it too.
That's a really good question. And I think, probably it would have been kind of the better goal, I think.
Awesome.
I'm going to have to soak on that and might get back to you with a different answer.
My point is that I love the good, better, best. That's how we do retirement planning. Like, I love that approach. Want to bring it to your attention that you probably already set a goal that stretched yourself a little bit. So then when
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you. And I have no doubt that you will achieve it. But I see what you're saying is like setting the parameters early on. So then you have the good, better, best, and that like extra stretch piece, but also celebrating if it was good and you achieved good, celebrating that and not being like, okay, I'm on this mountaintop, what's the next one? Like taking that pause to be like, sweet. But if your goal is to say climb the mountain in 2025 and you don't check the map or where you are or take your head up and look around, I mean, you'll know when you're at the top,
but you won't know if you're so close. The other opportunity of setting multiple levels of goals is you get multiple pretty significant dopamine hits. So if you hit your best goal, you get a giant dopamine hit at the good, the better, and the best goal. And it's like, watch out, I'm on fucking fire.
And someone else's good might be your best. So don't compare it to others. Like I know our example was my goal is to read one book a week, which is a big deal for me. I don't know. I love reading, but if you took my entire lifetime of reading, it might come close to that total, potentially, of like finished books. So that's been a goal in 2025. And we were at the cottage together and you had said, you're like, oh yeah, this is like book 80 or something. And I was just like, what? And I totally had a comparison moment where I was like, well, that makes my 52 look pretty darn pathetic. But I had to step back and be like, no, like that's Sherry's goal. This is mine. And this is my journey, and be excited for her, and then be proud of myself too. So remember that when people are sharing goals, use it as inspiration and motivation, but not as something to like derail you or make you feel negative about it.
Yeah, I feel like those cliche phrases, some of them actually resonate really well. Like comparison is a thief of joy. And yes. I truly believe that to my core. And it is hard to not ever compare. But like you check yourself. You're like, okay, feel comparison coming in, feel that, well, shit, like she's doing so much better than me. And like, wait a minute, I have my life. I have my goals, and everybody's life is different and everybody's goals are different. And it's okay to be different, and like compare yourself to you yesterday, to you last year. Like if you're going to do any comparing when you're looking to set goals for the year ahead, I'm going to go back and look. I bet you somewhere I have, because everybody gets excited that new year, new me, January 1st. I bet you somewhere I have in my iPad where I wrote down all of the things I wanted to achieve in 2025. This conversation is making me realize that I need to have a reminder in my phone once a month to check in on my goals and have those goals all somewhere. And I'm much more successful with having those goals all compiled somewhere if it's in a spreadsheet, because
I love that spreadsheet.
I love a good spreadsheet, and that just helps me
have a place.
Yeah. And if I have a little checkbox for each month, break it down into monthly, and that's going to give me more dopamine and encourage me to check in. And I think,
the first of the month is a really powerful day.
Yes. Yeah. And I need a reminder in my phone to do that. There's no shame in that, but it's knowing what things you need to help you do the things. One of the things that I'm going to do, I was about to say plan to do, one of the things I'm going to do for 2026 is to track some of the metrics in my business more. So
such as
the actions that I'm taking, publishing the podcast, publishing a blog every week. And those are things that I'm going to be able to create in my spreadsheet and check off to get the dopamine, but also how many clients did I bring in? How many free discovery sessions, like free consultations, did I have to bring in those clients?
So you can have more ratios.
Yes. And also one of the things that I tracked in previous years is how many hours per month was I in booked client meetings, which my scheduler gives me the information pretty easily. I just stopped looking, because that's one of the metrics that I have to keep a boundary around me not getting overworked. And if I told old me before I got fired, this metric is like the maximum number of hours I want to spend in client coaching sessions a month is 40 hours, because I have, like, not that they don't fill my cup with energy, but they're also, it's just, it can take energy from me too. Like, and it depends on what the client is going through. But there are some heavy conversations and heavy sessions. So I know to show up the best that I can for my clients and to not burn myself the fuck out. That's my maximum. And I love my scheduler, but I don't think it has the maximum number of hours per month. That's just up to me. But I do track that to gauge my capacity for new clients month to month.
Okay. So let's add that to our goal setting one for early January too. Just remember to keep that for that. And if you set goals, whether it was late 2024 or early 2025, this podcast is to encourage you to go look at them, check in with them. And if you don't like how they're being stored right now, whether it's digital or physical or in your brain.
Don't store them in your brain.
Find a way that you want to store them that will be easier for you to access.
Yeah, and a way to track them that gives you the dopamine. Maybe you're a physical journaler and you like to make them a rainbow of different colors, although you can do that in a spreadsheet too.
This is true. And if you didn't set any goals and you're like, oh, I wish I did, but I'll just wait for 2026, you can still set something and check in with it.
Yeah, what do you want to do between now and the end of the year? And also, like, January 1st is so arbitrary, right? You could set a goal right now and, like, what do you want to do by 12 months from now, by 30 days from now?
Yes. Or what have you done so far? And be like, oh, 2025 has been a good year.
Yeah.
Or it hasn't been the year I thought it would be. But what are maybe the wins that you can't quantify?
Yep. Yeah. And there's something really powerful to add awareness for something that you don't have awareness for right now, because you've probably done things. I guarantee you've done things this year that other people would be like, whoa, shit, that's fucking amazing. And we downgrade things. And I was having this conversation, I think with a client, around 2 words. It's like only and just.
Oh, yes.
And just pay attention to those words when you're saying them. What?
You said just pay attention to those words.
Oh, really pay attention to those words when you're talking about things you're doing or achieving.
Yes.
Because, and I noticed this myself with, I promise we'll stop talking about this eventually, but our half marathon will have been already completed by the time we're doing this. Somebody asked me about it, about my race, and they said, like, is it a marathon? And no, it's only a half. But the percentage of people that run even 10Ks or halves, like, it is very low.
Right.
And I was thinking about, we were talking about our goals for the upcoming race, because right now it's Tuesday and we run it on Sunday. And I have good, better, best goals. Do you have good, better, best goals?
I have complete, don't die.
Complete is my good goal.
Complete. No, I only had one goal set in mind.
And that was completion?
Well, it was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh.
And like, yeah, complete. But no, I did not set good, better, or best.
There's still time.
Interesting with this one though. I'm like,
will this be your first half?
Yes. Internally, it's like, I don't want to set more than that.
Oh, let's dig into that. Why do you think that is?
Because I feel like completing this is a big enough thing for me.
100%.
Right? And I can go off of my, like, I haven't ran a full half in training as you have. So I can go off of, like, I did a 5K over the weekend and it was the turkey trot. So I can go off of like that time and kind of ballpark it. And if I improve on that time, that's what my goal time is. So it's already pushing myself to 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I look at that and I'm like, also my brain just needs to fixate on that one thing. And instead of being like, oh, 2:15 would be great, or 2:45 and 2:30 and 2:15, my brain just needs to be like 2 hours, 30 minutes.
Interesting. And yeah, like, running a race is a little bit different than an annual income goal, because with an annual income goal, you can see, okay, it's September, it's October, I can push. And yes, in a race, you can do the same too, but
less concentrated.
But if you're at the halfway point and you're at like, there's only so much you can make up.
Yes.
In a race. And I guess this can happen with an income goal too, where if you see, like, this is my gap, you can push yourself and burn yourself out in your business. Yeah. But the extended time frame allows more, like, forgiveness, I think, versus my stretch goal is 2:15 and I'm halfway and I've been an hour and a half, so I've got to run the other half in 45 minutes. Like, it's just not plausible.
Yes. And I think in that moment, I would get so defeated. It would just work against me. So 2:30 and completing, 2:30 pushes me and completing is like, hey, you did it.
Yeah. So completion is my good. 3 hours is my better. Like 2:45 is my best. And Garmin tells me it's like 2:38, which I think she's a little unhinged, but we'll see, because it is hard to compare. So I ran a full half. It's a full half.
A full half.
Oxymoron. I ran a half distance in my training and it was 3 hours and 8 minutes. But the goal of the training wasn't to fully push. It's to run easy kilometers, which not many of my kilometers are easy for full disclosure because like I'm not a small person and I take some effort to move my body.
My heart's going to really be tuckered after this.
Yeah. So, and like the energy there, it's just different versus like the half that I ran was country roads, nobody's around, just trying to
Get
one foot in front of the other and not get hit by a car versus people cheering, bands playing, a lot of energy. And the one advice that I got from a client who has an upcoming marathon is like, yes, this is lovely advice, is pace yourself in the beginning. Run slower than you think you should be running because the energy will push you to run faster and that can lead to.
I did that even in the 5K.
Yeah.
I had to like tapering myself back because I was trying to go faster. So you have ran a half marathon before. Do you use that at all? And obviously time has passed, but do you look at that and go like, I want to beat that? I don't know your time from your first half marathon.
My goal, and I took quite a gap from running. I was going to 2020 do a race every year, which I had done, I think, in 2015. Did I say every year, every month? And then, COVID happened and I ran one in January, February, and March. And then the world shut down. So my plan went off the rails. But my goal time then was 2 hours and 30 minutes. And I came so close. I was like 2:31.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And well, but I'm a few years older now, but my goal is this year focus on getting back into running, have it be a habit, something I enjoy again, and then for 2026 some of the like setting shorter race goal times, and I'd love to get a 5K under 30 minutes and a 10 under an hour, but those are both like super stretch goals, but I've been a lot more consistent and spending trigger warning. I love the Garmin and how it pushes me, and it might be toxic for some people because it's like, we know you've got a half coming up this Sunday, but go run for 50 minutes today.
Yes.
Like no rest for you. And it also has a statistic around if your body is like strained or if it's based in maintenance, and I'm going to probably screw this up, or if it's being productive. And like the productive is green. Like productive has been me in the last 3 or 4 weeks of half marathon training, which included an 18-kilometer run, 21-kilometer run. It's like, if that's what it requires to be productive, bitch, like don't expect that out of me all the time. But I think that that's going to motivate me to continue running throughout the winter, which is something that's challenging for me because I hate treadmill running, but might check in on the indoor track that we have around here. But that's also just running around in circles. Is not super. But
you're moving. So I think it does make a difference.
Yeah. So I'm going to set some clear goals with like monthly check-in reminders for 2026.
Check in to your 2025 goals, recalibrate for the end of the year,
and adjust if you need to. So if you set an income goal for your business that's here, and you're significantly away from that, and the gap is not realistic for you to make up, adjust the goal. That's okay. You set them. They're your goals. You get to change them.
Right. Again, mountain climbing, if you were like, oh, I'm only this far, I'm going to just turn around and go back. Make it to at least the lookout. Adjust.
And then the good thing with our ADHD brains is when we have a gap to make up, we get creative and we figure out how we can make up that goal. And some of the things that can come out of that can be really powerful to help you hit that goal, but also to see new things in your business that are possibilities that you might have never thought of before.
Yes, I would highly recommend looking at the goals, looking at the numbers, taking 60 minutes, setting a timer, not going on your phone, and whether it's with a spreadsheet or a journal, and taking time to let your brain get creative. It is so cool to see what comes out of there. So cool.
It's amazing. And yeah, just spending some quiet time every day, walking, running.
Yes.
That's where I get some great ideas. So if you have a way to capture those great ideas when you're running or walking that's not pulling out your phone, I know there's got to be a way, but I've never found one yet.
Text myself. Yeah.
Yes.
So that was this episode. Thank you for listening.
And we can't wait to see you next time on the Mind and Money podcast. Have a great day.